Want to keep your Christmas tree looking fresh and healthy for longer? Here's how I built a simple device that alerts me when the water level in the stand gets low, so the tree never dries out and stays fresh throughout the holidays. Christmas trees can drink a surprising amount of water every day. If the water runs out, the cut end of the tree's trunk begins to dry and seals itself with sap. To prevent this, it's essential to keep the water level consistently above the base of the tree so it never dries out. Simple, right? Well, I always forget, and my kids, whose job it is to water the tree, forget even more than I do. To solve this, I designed and 3D printed a floating device paired with an IKEA parasol door and window sensor. It sends me a notification when the water level gets low, giving me or my kids enough time to refill it.
Christmas tree water level low.
By staying on top of the water level, I can prevent the tree from sealing itself with sap, keeping the needles and branches flexible and fresh for longer. Here's what you'll need: an IKEA parasol door and window sensor, Home Assistant with a Zigbee dongle, or the IKEA hub and app. With Home Assistant, you can also hook up a smart speaker. You also need a 3D printer with properly calibrated flow to ensure accurate tolerances. I will link the 3D model files in the video description. The device consists of just a few parts and is straightforward to assemble. Connect the two parts that make the floater arm with a screw. You can adjust this later if needed. Then slide the parasol sensor into the housing block. Pull all or just a little adhesive backing from the parasol magnet and stick it to the floater arm. Slide the top cap in, then insert the floater arm in the housing block. Secure it with the bottom cap. Use a drop of super glue and connect the floater ball to the arm. That's it! Now let's run some tests to ensure it actually works. Everything works fine, so it's time to attach it to the tree. First, measure the water level in your tree stand and ensure the floater triggers the door sensor before the water runs out. Then, secure the device in place using 1 or 2 zip ties through the provided slots. Once installed, make sure that the floater arm can move freely up or down. The next step is setting up an automation for the sensor. I use Home Assistant, but you could also use the IKEA hub and app. My automation triggers when the water level gets low and when it's restored. In case I missed the initial alert, I also added an hourly notification that repeats if the water level is still low. This only runs between 8 AM and 11 PM because I don't want Home Assistant waking me up at night.
Christmas tree water level low.
For some added fun, I synced my twinkly tree lights with Home Assistant so they change effects when the water level is low and return to normal when the water level is restored.
Christmas tree water level restored.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content.